Today's practice will help slow down your heart rate and wind you down from your day. You can do this practice from your bed, in your PJs. Just make sure that you have a pillow or a cushion nearby. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. So that could be cross-legged. Maybe you're propping up your hips on that cushion, or you can even do this lying down. The point is that you need to be comfortable and feel really supported. So take a moment to find what that position looks like for you. And then just come to settle. Maybe closing down your eyes or finding a soft focus with your gaze. Landing your awareness on that breath. Can you perhaps start to extend the exhales? And we'll start to breathe together, circling the breath through the body. So as we next inhale through the nose, feel that breath come down through your chest, your ribs, into your belly as it expands. And exhale, feel the breath circle and come up through your back, lower back, middle back, upper back, and exhale through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale, feel the breath run down your front body. And exhale, extending up through the back. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, this calming circle of breath. And then allow your breath just to land back on its natural rhythm. If you're lying down here, come to find some sort of seated position. And then taking your right hand down to your right side, allow your left ear to fall toward your left shoulder. So we're looking for this gentle stretch through the right side of the neck. If you can't feel much here, you can extend that right hand away a little more, maybe pushing the palm down, or take your left hand on top of the head and just gently place it there. Not pushing or forcing, just allowing this stretch to unfurl. And then release both hands, draw your neck back to center, release the head up, and release the chin down. Coming back to neutral this time, left hand comes down toward the mat. Take your right ear toward your right shoulder, and again, looking for those modifications to get the best version of this stretch in your body. So maybe that's pressing away with that hand, or popping the right hand on top of the head. And exhale, drop both your hands down. From here, we will remove any cushions or pillows that you're seated on. We want the seat bones connected to the ground here, or the bed, or whatever you happen to be sat on right now. Take the sole of your right foot in towards the inside of the left leg and extend that left leg out. And when I say extend, this leg does not need to be straight. Perhaps you have a bend in that knee. You're welcome to feel even more supported to pop a cushion under that knee. What we're looking for in this stretch is a feeling of length through the back of the leg, but physically we don't need to create that fully extended shape. From here, place your hands either side of the leg. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head, lifting your chest slightly. And exhale, can you walk your fingertips forward, trying to keep that feeling of length, but moving from the hips. Perhaps for you, to feel that stretch, you don't need to move very far. Or maybe you feel like you can walk the fingertips a little further. Wherever you are, come back to your breath. Have you noticed a slight constriction or maybe even a holding of the breath? And can you let that go? And with your next exhale, can you release any more into this stretch? Perhaps allowing the shoulders or the head to drop. And your next inhale, can you walk the hands back up so you are upright again. Option to keep this leg extended or draw it into a cross-legged position, whichever feels more comfortable. Taking the right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of the right knee, we're going to find a twist. So inhale, grow tall through the crown. And exhale, seeing if you can turn the ribs, the shoulders towards that right side. Maybe you're coming back to those circling breaths in through the nose, down through the belly, up through the back, and out through the mouth. Next inhale draws you back through to center and switch the legs. So right leg this time extends out. Take the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. And again, any modifications with that extended leg. Draw your hands toward the outside of the leg. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, using that space that you've created, can you fold forward? Finding that feeling of length through the whole of the back body, but not pushing or forcing. Just allowing this stretch to come through every breath. As you next exhale, can you release through your jaw? And as you next inhale again, walking back up. Option to come to cross-legged or leaving that leg extended. Left hand comes to the outside, comes all the way behind you. And right hand to the outside of the left knee. And again, finding that little twist here. Thinking about this coming from the base of your spine, up through your middle back, your upper back. Maybe even a gentle turn of the neck to look behind you. And as you next inhale, release everything back to center. We'll come up to an all fours position next. So coming to roughly have your shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. Coming through to pigeon. So lifting your right knee, taking it up towards your right wrist, and then externally rotating the knee. So the knee's coming towards the outer side. Allow that shin to fall onto the ground, and then slowly sinking your hips back. If you feel like you're tipping onto this right hip, you're welcome to pop that cushion or that pillow underneath your hip, so you've got more of a balance between both hips. In this position, come to 10 through your fingertips, so we're finding lift space through the chest. And then exhale, again, we're walking those fingertips forward. Maybe you come onto your forearms. Perhaps your head comes towards the floor, or maybe again onto your cushion. You want to feel supported in this pose. Again, not pushing, forcing, but almost passive. So find a position that feels comfortable in your body. but also has that edge of stretch. And exhale to let it go through the mouth. As you inhale again, walking those hands back up. This time we're going to swing the left leg around. And then swing that right leg back. If this swinging action doesn't work for you, you're welcome to come back up to all fours and enter the same way we did on the right hand side. Again, take a moment to check in with your body. Are you leaning onto one side? Does this left shin feel too extended to the front of the mat? Maybe that feels uncomfortable in your body. Inhale, create space, lift your chest bone. Exhale, from this feeling of extension through the torso, can you fold forward? And see here what you can let go of. Maybe you allow the fingertips to soften, the forehead, the tips of the toes. And with your next exhale, make it a nice long sigh out. Next inhale, walk your hands back up to center. Lean over onto that left side and swing both legs round. Take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and make sure you've got a nice distance between your hips and the soles of the feet, roughly about 2 palms. You can bring your hands onto the soles of your feet or maybe your shins. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale. Rather than extending forward, this time we're simply going to round. So allow your head to drop. Allow there to be space between the shoulder blades. Almost curling up into a little ball here. But feeling that gentle stretch along the inner thighs. And then back to those calming circles of breath. In through the front. And exhale through the back. And as you next inhale, slowly unfurl from this pose. Draw your knees together and give yourself a hug. From here we'll come to lying down. As always, there's a few options. You're welcome to fully lie down, extend your legs, extend your arms. To add a little bit of a chest opener, back bend, you can pop your pillow or your cushion on the mat. It wants to be a little bit away from your lower back so that when you lie down, it's roughly between your shoulder blades, opening up through the upper back, through the chest space. If this feels like it's compressing through the back of the neck, then pop another pillow under your head. Take some time to set up, find a position that's comfortable for you. And then again, you're welcome to extend the legs, maybe even drawing the soles of the feet together. Your hands may be open out to the side, or perhaps for you, placing them onto your body feels more grounding. And in this position, we'll start to come back to those long breaths. With each lengthy exhale, our heart rate starts to slow. You're welcome to come out. So if you've tried this position and actually simply lying on your back maybe feels more supportive, then please come to that. Maybe allowing your eyes to close down now. Allowing the day to melt away and your awareness to settle. You're welcome to stay in this position for as long as you like. If you're coming with me, draw the soles of your feet onto the mat. Extend your right arm above your head and then allow your knees to fall to the right. Bringing your head onto your bicep as a pillow. Taking a moment here before we press into that left hand. And come back to where we started in our comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands somewhere onto your body. Perhaps that's your knees, maybe at your heart space. Drop the head, drop the chin. And we'll close with a final round of breath. Inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go.